Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward.
All right, let's kick things off with a look at the forecast. We just can't seem to shake the thunderstorms and the rain that have returned yet again to the inland northwest, specifically down on the Palouse.
Yeah, so let's get right to our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo, with more on the rain and potentially thunderstorms moving through the area.
Well, we've lost a lot of the energy in the atmosphere, so I think it's more of a scattered shower situation. But earlier today, there were some pretty impressive thunderstorms down across the Palouse and into parts of Whitman County. Those are starting to dissipate, but as they move north, it's likely we see a few more scattered showers. I think the live eye shows a great idea of what we can expect. Notice a few of those scattered showers kind of popping up around the region, and that's what we have out at the airport with temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Right now, those scattered showers are kind of what we're keeping an eye on. Notice we do have a little bit of activity here in Spokane, most of that off to the north. But as I mentioned earlier, these things just continue to fall apart. Notice how it's just big green blobs instead of those really impressive, bright little areas. And that's what we have out near Moses Lake. We had a storm out near Othello. That thing looked like it was taking all of the energy in the atmosphere, and looking at the past 30 minutes and seeing the decrease in lightning strikes, I think that's exactly what happened. Down to the south, we're going to watch this storm out near Kennewick. That one's all by itself. That one shows signs that it's going to be together a bit longer. But look at this one just to the south, a little bit closer to Yakima. You see that one fell apart quite quickly as well. And that's been the story out across the Palouse. So as we head through the rest of the evening, expect those showers to just kind of pop up, maybe a bolt of lightning, and then fall apart. That's the name of the game. Tomorrow, another round of scattered showers likely in the afternoon and evening for us. And then we turn the corner and start seeing some warmer weather move in.
Jeremy, thank you. The man accused of threatening to bomb a Pullman apartment over the weekend faced a judge for the first time today, and we are getting our first look now at what led to that suspect's arrest.
That includes the explosive devices that police found on the scene. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley went to Pullman to talk with witnesses in the area.
Early yesterday evening, Pullman police blocked off this area of Morton Street after a family member reported their uncle was at the home, intoxicated and trying to burn down the apartment. Eventually, Pullman police requested assistance from the Spokane bomb squad. According to Whitman County court documents, Pullman police responded to a home near Reaney Park just after 4 p.m. on Sunday. When they arrived, documents say police heard screaming from inside the home. Once inside, police smelled smoke and found the suspect, identified as Apollo Lawyer, standing in the home raising his hands in surrender. Court documents say the teen who reported Lawyer told police he threatened to kill everyone in the home and lit the device with a fuse before putting it on the carpet. This left a burn mark, which the teen stomped out. Lawyer told police he had been drinking and was attacked by the children living at the apartment. Documents say his face was bloody, but he refused medical attention. Police searched the home and found 2 devices containing a granular substance that burned when lit. Police say this indicates the devices had explosive potential. Police also found a 1-pound jar of rifle powder and shotgun shells. That's when Pullman police requested assistance from the Spokane bomb squad.
And there was caution tape set up. There was people watching what was happening.
All this commotion had neighbors on edge, including Aubriana Escott, who lives a few doors down from where the suspect was arrested.
It wasn't too scary, but once, bomb squad shows up and everything, it's very like, okay. Once they get out of here, then I'll feel better about it.
Lawyer faces multiple felony charges, including first-degree assault, arson, and threats to kill. Several of these felony charges hold a maximum sentence of life in prison upon conviction. In his preliminary appearance today, prosecutors and the judge acknowledged Lawyer's extensive criminal history dating back to 2008.
But the court is concerned that you may reoffend with alcohol consumption.
The judge ordered Lawyer to wear an alcohol and GPS monitoring device. He also set a $10,000 cash bail or $100,000 surety bond and banned Lawyer from Pullman city limits. If he bails out, Lawyer must remain at his home in Idaho. In Pullman, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
In our effort to bring you more to every story, we dug into Lawyer's criminal history and we found a total of 18 prior charges, all in Nez Perce County.
So some of those include minor in possession of alcohol, numerous probation violations and DUI charges, also where he's had his license suspended, and unlawful possession of a weapons charges. For his full criminal history, you can check out our article on our website right now, KREM.com.
Well, in less than an hour, the Spokane City Council is expected to vote on an emergency drug use ordinance. Under that ordinance, using illegal drugs in public spaces could be punishable by up to a year in prison.
Our Janelle Finch is telling us now what people and service providers are saying about this ordinance ahead of tonight's vote. Janelle?
The city of Spokane, illegal drug use and distribution have contributed to a growing public health crisis. Like you said, in less than 1 hour, the council is set to come together to take a vote on making public drug use a gross misdemeanor.
Tonight, City Council is voting on an emergency drug ordinance. If approved, it would make public drug use illegal in Spokane.
It will be beneficial for all of Spokane, and it's so needed.
According to the ordinance, enforcement could include an alternative to arrest. That alternative would allow law enforcement to offer a treatment or community resource instead of a citation or referral to the prosecutor. Compassionate Addiction Treatment Executive Director Hallie Birchnell says including this in the ordinance is a step in the right direction for Spokane.
Recovery really can be a spiral. You spiral up as you make steps forward, but also things can occur that cause you to step back a few. And so if we address this in a way that humanizes substance use disorders, we're allowing people an opportunity to continue to move through that process and also the opportunity to continue to grow in the way that is working for them rather than heading straight to jail.
According to the ordinance, this is considered an emergency because it is needed for the immediate preservation of public safety. Christine Quinn lives in the West Hills neighborhood. She says it's important city-level leaders step up to fill in state-level gaps.
What's happening is the state has failed to take action, and communities are having to do this on their own. Bellingham has passed an ordinance. 4 other cities have, and it's time for us to take control.
Washington state laws around drug possession are set to expire June 30th. Lawmakers could not come to an agreement during the legislative session on a permanent statewide drug policy. Governor Jay Inslee called a special session to begin May 16th to bring lawmakers back together to discuss drug possession in Washington.
City Council President Brian Begg says there is potential for this ordinance to be preempted following the governor's special session. But for now, if this ordinance passes tonight, it will go into effect immediately. From City Hall, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Janelle, thank you. And now looking ahead to this Wednesday, WashDOT is hosting a workshop where the community is invited to provide feedback on 2 final designs for the I-90 and North Spokane corridor connection. The workshop begins at 5:30 p.m. and it runs until 7 o'clock at the Hive Library on East Sprague. This comes weeks after Governor Inslee already signed a new transportation budget that allows for more than $166 million to fund construction on that project through 2025.
Now to a story that we're working on for you tomorrow. Fentanyl-related deaths are on the rise nationwide, but is it now the leading cause of death among American adults? It is a claim that many politicians have made, including Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers. She wrote in a newsletter that fentanyl is now the leading cause of death for Americans aged 18 to 45.
What are you guys seeing in terms of fentanyl in the state of Idaho?
Well, we're seeing a massive increase over the past few years.
So tomorrow on KREM 2 News at 6, our local Verify team and myself dig into the data to uncover if fentanyl deaths have actually overtaken cancer, heart disease, and car crashes.